Hey YouTube, this is Julie coming to you 3 days post-op from my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I did it. I made it home and this is my second day home and I'm doing, so far so good. I just wanted to share my experience with you guys about being in the hospital, and as I'm a nurse, as you guys already know, and being on the other side of the table, so to speak, on the other side, being a patient was definitely a different experience for me. So I had my surgery on June 11th, and that day I weighed 235 the day of surgery. My highest weight was 258, and I lost about 10 pounds during my pre-op liquid diet phase, so did pretty good with that. The liquid diet phase, let me just talk about that for a second. It was hard. I was allowed to have 2 protein shakes a day and 1 snack and 1 meal that consisted of 3 ounces of protein and 1 vegetable. Now that sounds like a lot of food. It wasn't. I was constantly hungry, and I was also coming down off of caffeine at the same time, so the first 3 or 4 days were just horrific for me. But after, a while I got better. It was hard clocking out for lunch and just drinking a shake. I just felt not satisfied at all. But I got through it and had my surgery on Wednesday. Let's see, I went in, I had my surgery done in San Antonio, Texas. I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas. And so we drove up the night before, and I was doing just clear liquids that day. So we were on the Riverwalk in San Antonio, and the rest of my family got to eat, yummy, delicious things. And I was asking if they had soups, and I bought a snow cone, a sugar-free snow cone along the Riverwalk, and just little things. So I checked into the hospital. I had to get there at 6:30 in the morning. Our hotel was about a mile and a half away, so we got there right on time. And there was a snafu in admitting, and I was supposed to be the first surgery for my doctor, but they let some other person go before me. So I ended up being the second surgery, which in the grand scheme of life isn't a big deal, but just knowing that I was supposed to be first, and then having, waiting those extra like 2 or 3 hours, like starving, and because you're MPO before the surgery. After the surgery, I really didn't care that I wasn't able to eat or drink anything, because what I really was thirsty. I remember being wheeled into, the surgery suite or the operating room, and I remember them putting the gas on me, and I woke up in recovery, and the first thing I felt was that I couldn't breathe. My chest, I felt like I couldn't take a big deep breath. And I know that now it was a combination of the anesthesia and then all the gas that was built up. It had already gone up to my chest and my shoulders. And the recovery room nurse was not very friendly. I kept telling her I was hot, and she kept making me wear a blanket, I guess because I was cold. Because operating rooms are normally cold. So, whatever about that. But I kept telling her I was hot, I was hot, I was hot, and she wouldn't take the blanket off. They told me that I had a hiatal hernia as well, and the doctor repaired that while he was in there. So that was news to me, so I had to learn all about that, which I kind of already know, basically what it is. Because I'm a nurse, I know what it is, but just like, wow, how did I not know? I didn't really, I had indigestion, but I didn't think, I'm 26 years old, why would I have a hiatal hernia? But I guess just being overweight, and, there's other causes, being overweight, genetics, straining too much during bowel movements, or other things. So they repaired it. He said it was pretty significant, so he repaired it while he was in there, and he said that should actually help my recovery, that I would start to feel better, which I didn't really feel that bad before. But so in recovery, they hooked me up to a Dilaudid PCA, which is a very strong medication. And I did not like the way it made me feel on an empty stomach, which, most narcotics don't make people feel good on an empty stomach. So I kind of, I used it in the beginning because I was hurting. But I really just used it that first day. And I didn't get much sleep that night because, you don't go to the hospital to get rest. The first, I would say, they'd come in for vitals, and respiratory would come in and give me a treatment, and then they would come in and give me meds, and then, but I thank God that my mom was there because she helped me so much. I had to walk every 2 hours while I was awake, so she would help me get unplugged from everything and help me get up. And I finally got to go home Thursday. They discharged me around 8 p.m., so I had my surgery Wednesday morning. I got to go home Thursday night. I did not have a JP drain, but I did have an on-cue pain ball, which my surgeon sends most of his patients home with one, and it's to be taken out by me 3 days post-op. So I actually took that out this morning, and did not hurt to take out. It was just a very tiny little catheter that was delivering medicine to my most painful site, which is that bottom right incision, the biggest incision. It's pretty painful. As far as mobility goes, I'm having a hard time getting up from a flat position. It hurts really bad to lay on my side. So, they say, like, okay, lay on your side first, then use your arms to push up. Well, I'm having a hard time doing that. I can't even get on my side without feeling like my internal organs are just ripping apart. So I've been having to sleep in the recliner. And I'm not a back sleeper. So my neck and my shoulders and everything, I'm just so uncomfortable. I sleep for 2 or 3 hours and then I wake up. To me, so far, that has been the biggest complaint, is trying to deal with the sleeping situation. I just can't seem to get comfortable. I'm a stomach sleeper, and they said I probably wouldn't be able to sleep on my stomach comfortably or safely for like 6 months, which devastates me. But hopefully, I will at least be able to sleep on my side. And I know it's only 3 days out, and I'm going to be hurting and all of that stuff, but so I'm just sipping on my broth. Post-op, I have to have liquids for 21 days post-op, and then I have an appointment. I still have to get my 80 grams of protein in and my 64 ounces of water, and let me tell you, it's not easy. I've been using my Bariatric Advantage brand shakes, which for 8 ounces of shake, if I mix it with the Mootopia milk, which has 12 grams of protein, each 8-ounce shake has 39 grams of protein. So I'm essentially just counting at 40. And I have these little 1.5 ounce shot glasses that I bought before surgery. And to me, this is a more obtainable goal. Just drinking these little baby glasses and trying to drink a big ol' blender bottle full of fluid, because I'm not hungry. I don't want to drink it, but I know I have to. So they sent me home on liquid Norco or Lortab or hydrocodone, whatever you want to call it. It's essentially codeine with Tylenol, liquid form. And I have to take that with some kind of food or it makes me feel yuck. I can only have it every 6 hours. I've been trying to just take it once or twice a day. I did buy some sugar-free liquid Tylenol, and that did not make my stomach feel pleasant. So just trying to learn, I'm still pretty swollen internally. I've got these hard knots underneath my incision sites. They said that that is typical, and that it takes a few weeks for that to go away. One of my biggest things that I've really liked has been the broth. It goes down. I'm gonna take a sip. Goes down very nicely. Something warm and savory flavored, because everything else on the clear liquids is sweet. Your shakes are sweet, and Jello is sweet, and popsicles are sweet, and Crystal Light is sweet. So getting to have something that's savory, and I'm sure this is only day 3. I'm sure I'm going to get sick of broth, but so far, so good. Hopefully everything, will go as planned, and I'll get to advance to a, soft diet here in a little bit, but just wanted to check in with you guys, let you know I'm home. I'll be doing an official 1-week post-op video here in 4 days. Just to let you know how everything's going. Sorry for the appearance. I am still in my pajamas, and I live in them, pretty much. One last thing, I have an abdominal binder on, and I have to wear that for at least a week, and she said some people wear them even longer, just depending on your comfort level. It really helps when you're getting up and down out of the chair or bed. It really helps to hold things in. So anyway, if y'all have any questions about anything, just let me know. I still don't like Isopure or the New Way little shots. Tried to drink one of those yesterday and I almost puked. Not really, but it was just gross. So I'm just going to stick to my shakes and hopefully choke enough of that down to get my 80 grams in. So I hope y'all are having an awesome day, and I'll check in with you guys later. Bye.